Agriculture is the backbone of any nation's economy. When agriculture goes wrong, nothing else has the chance to go right. My name is Adekunle Jelil and I'm right here at Soilless Farm Lab, where agriculture is being done the smartest way you can ever imagine. And here, right here, young people are being motivated and trained into the technological way of farming and agriculture. Make sure you watch this video to the end. I'll be taking you through everything happening here today at Soilless Farm Lab. Make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share with your friends. Yeah, we are still here at Soilless Farm, and I'm here with my farm guide. What's the name? My name is Adekunle Jelil.
Yes, sir.
And you know, we've been working around farms. We've seen activities going on, and here I see like people are doing some constructions and all. Can you like brief us like what is going on in this place?
Oh, okay. Before I get into details, Soilless Farm Lab is currently doing a 3-month training for youth.
Okay.
So we do it in a year. We have 4 quarters. In a year we have four sections. So per quarter, we train 1,000 youth for 3 months.
Okay.
So in that 3 months, when they come here, we distribute them into 20 groups. So meaning 50 per groups.
Okay.
So in that 50 group, they are entitled to 3 plots of land. 3 plots of land for
50 people.
A group of 50, yes. So 3 plots of land for them to construct their greenhouses. So on a 3 plot of land, they construct 3 greenhouses. So like the one at your back now, this is 1. So they are going to replicate this again in 4 places. So making 4 greenhouses for them to grow different crops. So presently, each of them are constructing their greenhouses that will be used for their planting.
So the people we have here are people that are interested in farming.
Yeah, and most of them, yes, are interested in farming, and most of them want to better their knowledge. And you know, like what we do in our schools now is just theory. So most people come here just to know what the practical is.
So what has been like the result from the past people that have come to the farm, and what has been like the progress of the knowledge they acquire?
The knowledge per se, is because what we do here is soilless farming. So when they come in here, most of them have this archaic knowledge of the normal farming. The normal farming, we're using whole cutlass, and when they get here, they get their mind blown because this is far different from what they know. And some people have an idea of what they are coming for, some don't have. So when they get here, and with the practicals, with the little teaching lectures we have, they have gone to understand that farming is way past what our forefathers have done in the past. So this is another way of improving.
So talking about soilless farming is more like a modern
way of farming.
Yes. And can you like give us like how does it work? What does it mean, soilless farming? Is it like we are planting on?
So what soilless farming means is planting without soil, literally.
Okay.
Yeah, so we have aquaponics, we have hydroponics. Okay. So in this definition of these two is, 1, we use substrate. So like in our primary school, we know loamy soil, sandy soil, and clay soil. Yeah. We use loamy soil. Why? Because of the 3 characteristics it has: to hold water, to hold the plant, and it has pores for air. So we just look for what can we do, what can we use to replicate this to make our planting easier. So we look for materials such as rice hulks, that is shafts gotten from rice, and coconut coir gotten from coconut. So the rice hulks can allow air, the coconut coir can allow stability for the plant, and can also hold water. So instead of soil, we have these 2 mixed together to hold our plant. That's one, and we have another one that we can use. It's just water based. Okay. So water based, we introduce our nutrients to it, and we use something like styrofoam to hold the plants, and then we are good to go.
These youths come in as a novice. They
Novice,
don't, a
total
novice,
novice.
total novice. They have no idea of how to construct a greenhouse. So we put them through. So you can as well, aside being a training facilitator, I supervise, I monitor, I guide, I put them through. And you know, they don't have an idea, and they are going to be greenhouse constructors. So it starts from telling them to carry a certain pole, the galvanized pole, from the welding unit, and you know, casting these poles. And they start with the map out of the land, right? The measurements of the greenhouse. They have to know the size of the greenhouse because we have different sizes. So for them, they are constructing a greenhouse on a land, a marked out plot, 8 by 24. You understand? And they are going to have 4 greenhouses. So when they get these poles, we put them through on how to even mark on the poles, because there has to be a measurement on the poles. These measurements, when they mark out the poles, there's a mark that would be on the poles whereby they will cast that part. That part will be going down into the ground. And when they are digging, they have to be meticulous. You know, when they are going to use the auger to dig the holes, they have to be meticulous and be careful, because it's a machine that is powerful. So we just put them through basically on how to just go about this thing, and how, and they have to be safety cautious. You understand? So they cast their poles, they brace their poles, we put them through, they make use of the drilling, how to handle the drilling machine, how to, you know, when to apply pressure and the likes. And in the long run, when I show them how to do the first greenhouse, they should be able to replicate. You understand? For greenhouse 2, greenhouse 3, greenhouse 4. You understand? So that they will build this confidence, even if there's no job out there for them. You've seen how it is being done. You should be able to replicate. And when they are done with their 4 greenhouses, I believe greenhouse 1, 2, 3, 4, when they are done, they should be able to replicate this anywhere
in the world. So during their program, we have different products that they are going to do. So they are basically classified into 2. We have the leafy vegetables and the fruiting vegetables. Fruiting vegetables such as tomatoes, the bell pepper, chili pepper, and the likes. Then the leafy vegetables, mustard green, lettuce, arugula, bok choy. So, and what we plant, we don't just plant for planting's sake. We plant based on what the market is requiring.
Yeah, lots of people consume what's grown here. They are not actually foreign meals. They are just maybe not regular to some other people, but when you go to Lagos, the restaurants, they use a lot of it. Bell pepper. Bell pepper is common. It's just that sometimes I think back in the days we even used to mistake it for tatashe or something like that. But it's something that is not supposed to be cooked. It's stir fried and so what else? The lettuce. We eat salads. We eat salad. But you see that, just like I said, it's not something maybe back then most of our families are, so we see it as occasional meal that we go to the restaurant to buy, but they are consumed. So I think with growing population and exposure, yeah, those things are being sold to restaurants, they are sold to hotels, and even direct consumers that are very familiar with vegetables. So with soilless farming, you are more certain to practice precision farming, where whatever you're giving to, you're inserting into your substrate is what your plant is absorbing, compared to the soil farming. So in soil farming, there's every tendency that the soil you're making use of already has some minerals remains, maybe calcium or potassium, something. And so you have to start doing a lot of calculation to know what am I giving this plant since this soil already has this. Another very awesome benefit of soilless farming is you can move your farm. yeah, you can move your farm. So when you look at the conventional farmer or the conventional farming, you realize that there's that whole fixed spot because you're making ridges and you're with soil farming. I just have my materials in a particular container, so I can move my farm, I can move my substrate and all of that. Yeah, these are just a few. There are a lot of benefit that comes with soilless farming.
From what we have seen here so far, Soilless Farm Lab is the smartest way to farm. What they have done here is capitalize on the problem of traditional farming and leverage this to maximize production and even encourage young men and women to farm.
One of the problems we've identified with our traditional school system is that they are taught some things, but they are not able to practicalize. Okay, but the way we have structured this program is such a way that what we teach in class is what they do here. Now, you agree with me that what you do with your hands, you can easily remember it. Okay, so since it's a very practical project, most of them are even able to easily replicate what they learn outside. Now, so we teach them the practicals and then the theory, so they are able to practicalize when they get home or back to their base. They can easily even if they don't have the materials that are available here, because they did it on their own and everything, they are able to innovate and implement when they get to their base.
My name is Akobondo Victor Chinomso.
Okay. You're from which state?
From Abia State.
You came here all the way from
Abia State.
Are you serious?
Yes.
Wow. State. So what's the motivation like?
Alright, I studied electrical electronics engineering, but most of the times when we study is not what we end up doing. At a stage we get to realize what we actually want, considering the environment we find ourselves in. And basically right now agriculture is actually the sustaining resources needed. It's an everyday consumption, so it's something that will always keep coming and keep coming. So after my graduation, I graduated in September. I heard about Soilless. I gave it a shot and I got admitted. And it's really an opportunity that I will always and forever be grateful, because the indelible knowledge that have been processed here is worth it as a free plaster gold. So it's something that whoever that finds himself here has to consume, and not only consume and remain silent, but consume and go and replicate, and also encourage and share the knowledge to other people, and also practicalize it.
Okay, so far so good. Now, how would you rate, like, before you came here, you come here with the mindset of some things you want to achieve, and so how is that going for you?
Well, it's positive. It's positive. If possible, so I even intend running my masters in agri-related courses too. You understand? Because it's something that everyone really wants to find themselves in.
So what is the plan? Like, what are you looking forward to?
Alright, after the 3 months, I try to intend staying back to acquire more knowledge in the agronomic sector. Okay. Because it's beyond these 3 months. 3 months is not really enough for you. So it's when you've gotten to understand what you really want, you decide to stay back or decide to go. So with that motive, I decided to stay back after the 3 months so that I can absorb more knowledge and really understand to the roots on how to manage and implement the setup.
Good afternoon all. My name is Onyonoro Olivia.
Okay. You're from which state?
AKA Saxi.
Saxi.
Yes.
From which state?
I'm from Imo State.
Okay, you came here all the way from Imo State?
Yes, sir.
Are you serious?
Yes, sir. I'm actually on my IT.
Okay.
So I saw the opportunity from one of my friends. One of my friends introduced me to this place, and I see it as where I can actually come and learn.
Okay.
Since I'm in the field, I'm in agricultural extension department, Federal University of Technology, Owerri.
Okay.
So I say let me come and learn more. Here they say they are not using soil, so you can imagine that. I've not heard of that in my life, so I said let me come and experience such, and I can see I'm actually learning.
Yeah. How would you describe your experience so far?
Experience so far, I cannot explain because it's much. What I'm learning here is actually giving. At least we start. You can imagine me. Since I was born, I cannot even carry. I cannot mix cement. I cannot carry. I cannot even drill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I was opportunity to be doing all those things. There's nothing like a female can do this, a female can do both. Gender are just doing it, and we are not complaining because it's actually good.
Based on your experience so far and everything, what is your plan from here? Like after the whole training, what do you intend to do?
Okay, actually, as I said, I'm an IT, so I still have 1 year left for me in school. So after a year, I'll go back and finish, and I would love to come back after my school. So then that time I can have my own farm, then open my own. I can design my own flyer and start selling, so that people that need this kind of thing, I believe I can do it for them. Yes, I can do it for them.
At the end of the year, we get to train 4,000 people, training 1,000 quarterly. In the course of this training, they are being grouped into 20s, and this 20 group form a company. They comprise of about 50 individuals, and with this company, they get to start. They have a startup of about 4 greenhouses. So compared to the usual kind of training, we don't want them to just get to know about the training and leave, but this is a startup for you. Startup with 4 greenhouses. There is a provision of a link to the market, so you don't need to bother about that. So yeah, that's the whole training. They get greenhouses, about 4 greenhouses per company, and at the end of the quarter, we are talking about 80 greenhouses from 20 companies. So the aim is just to have women and youths that get a dignified and fulfilling job through agriculture. So provided you're a youth between the age of 18 to 29, you're a graduate, you've never even attended school, or you're a dropout, the important thing is come, learn this training that is both theoretical and practical, and see yourself venturing into it if you love it. We get to teach you different value chains. It's not just production. The first thing they haven't been exposed to practically is construction. So you learn about that. You learn about the sales of the produce. You learn about branding and marketing. So there are different value chains you need to venture in. Just find the niche. And so we don't need any qualification. It's agri. It's just once you understand the science, you're good.
What I know is that hunger is not a seasonal thing. So why should agriculture be? And that's the practice here at Soilless Farm Lab, where agriculture and farming is done in a soilless way, in the most innovative and the most smartest way that you can think of. If you want to, be a part of this training, you can sign up on their website. It's going to be on the screen. And for more content like this, make sure you subscribe to this channel, like this video, and I still remain your own Adekunle Jelil. Bye for now.